Pokémon Scarlet and Violet are massive games. I mean, even for Pokémon, a franchise known for inundating players with excess, these games go above and beyond. Featuring a massive open-world map populated with hundreds of Pokémon to encounter and catch, 3 separate main campaigns to follow, each with multiple chapters, a smattering of different biomes and maps, items to find and craft, and dozens of intermeshing systems and mechanics coming together to interact in all sorts of unexpected ways, it can honestly feel a bit overwhelming just how much there is to do in these games. Particularly since for a lot of this stuff, the game doesn't properly explain it to you, or does so in optional skippable content. So, if you are starting out Pokémon Scarlet or Violet, here are a few handy tips to have on hand. Whether you're a returning veteran of the series, a first-timer, or a lapsed player coming back after a long break, these should help you get your bearings as you set out in the massive world of Paldea. Attack Pokémon from behind to gain an advantage. Much like in Pokemon Legends, you get to encounter Pokémon in real time in the wild in the world. And much like in Legends, you get some choices in how you want to approach them to initiate combat. Try your best to approach them from behind. When they have their backs turned to you, throw your Pokeball at them, and you gain an advantage in battle via an extra turn, while the attacked Pokemon spend some time trying to get its bearings. Moves are learnable at any time via the menu. Pokemon Legends was full of inspired changes, arguably the most underrated one being how moves worked. Your Pokémon learned new moves naturally, and you selected 4 to have in your active loadout at any time. Your Pokémon never forgot moves. You could always go back and switch in previously learned ones when you felt that they were necessary in the party menu. And guess what? It works the same way here. While you will get the prompt to learn a new move when your Pokémon reaches the appropriate level, you can always go into the menu to sub in old moves, or add new ones you may have passed up on, to the active loadout. It's much more convenient this way. You can even go into settings and turn off the move learnt prompt in the middle of battles so that it works entirely like Arceus. Much recommended. Check your Pokédex a lot. The entire point of Pokémon is to, well, catch Pokémon and register them to your Pokédex. The Pokédex pops up every time you catch a Pokémon with some nifty new animations, but those aren't just there for show. They're there to prompt you to actually open your Pokédex. Why would you do this, you ask? Because there are rewards and loot the Pokédex gives you if you complete certain thresholds and objectives, which can range from common but useful items to some truly rare stuff. Check the Pokédex often. Don't ignore school and classes. You are a student in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and while you usually play Pokemon to get away from school, or all reminders of real life, ignoring so in Scarlet and Violet isn't recommended. The classes are quick and easy, and completing them can unlock exams and tests that net you some EXP and items. It's never a bad idea to drop by the school after completing a main objective. It's okay to retreat. The extent to which Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are open and non-linear cannot be overstated. While Pokemon Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus both experimented with the open-world format, they still kept progression through the story sequential and linear. Scarlet and Violet outright let you make a beeline for areas and objectives that may have been intended as endgame ones in a traditional Pokemon game. This means that you can enter a brand new area all starry-eyed and excited, and then get stomped by wild Pokemon very literally 3 to 4 times your party levels. So, it is a good idea every time you enter a new area to enter some wild Pokemon encounters, with the explicit intention to scope out the average levels in that area. If things feel too high for you to handle, bail. It's okay too. You can come back later when you're feeling better equipped. You can run from trainer battles as well. So if you mistakenly find yourself locked in with a trainer way out of your league, bail. Jump. While your main character can't jump, your ride Pokemon, which you get extremely early on in the game, can. And jumping can help you get to otherwise inaccessible areas in the world. These can include anything from rare loot to Pokemon you otherwise wouldn't be able to encounter. Use this to your advantage. Let's go. Following Pokemon are back. The much-beloved feature from older Pokemon titles where your Pokemon would follow you around in the world returns in Scarlet and Violet, and what's more, there are actual gameplay benefits to it. Called Let's Go, and initiated by pressing the R button, you can send your Pokemon out into the world at any time. It will then independently go off exploring, fighting wild Pokemon, collecting resources, garnering EXP, all while you continue to do your own thing. It even returns right to you when you initiate a battle, so there are no downsides to using this feature. In fact, there are only benefits. Some Pokemon only evolve after you walk with them a certain number of steps, so this is greatly recommended. Interact with every Gimme Ghoul you see. As you're out and about in the world, you'll often see these little humanoid creature things. You can't engage them in battle, and it might look like they are set dressing, but if you go and interact with them, you can get a Gimme Ghoul coin, because these creatures are, in fact, Gimme Ghoul. Collect as many of these as you can. When you finally do end up catching a Gimme Ghoul, you'll need 999 of these coins to be able to evolve it. Don't skip trainer battles. A very major change Scarlet and Violet make from previous games is that trainer battles are no longer unavoidable. You have to actively go up to a trainer you see on the field and chat them up before a battle will begin. The flip side of this is, it is actually incredibly easy to just skip all of them, and not even realize you were doing so, especially given the size of the maps. So keep this in mind. If you see NPCs out in the wild, go to them and talk. Engage in as many trainer battles as you can. Not only do trainer battles get you more EXP than wild Pokemon ones, as well as giving you money, but by battling a certain number of trainers in an area also lets you claim a prize from that area's Pokemon Center for yourself. There is no downside. Don't ignore the Path of Legends. As mentioned, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet give you 3 main campaigns. One where you go and fight gyms to earn badges and become the champion of the Paldea region. One where you take on the mysterious Team Star and try to stop them from terrorizing trainers in the region. And lastly, a Path of Legends. The Path of Legends is exactly what it sounds like from the name, and it's obviously extremely exciting to try. But there are actual benefits to it, other than simple cool battles and rare Pokemon too. Every time you complete a chapter in this quest, you unlock a new ability for your Pokemon, from being able to swim, to being able to glide, to being able to move quicker. All of this makes traversal through Paldea that much easier, and again, given how massive this world is, I think that can only be a good thing. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.